In this tutorial, I'm going to take you through cylindrical coordinates. In our previous lessons, we did polar coordinates and we solved a number of problems. Please, if this is the first time you are visiting this channel, kindly subscribe and please watch the video to the end. So what are cylindrical coordinates? So in the evolution of coordinates, we started from Cartesian, right? So Cartesian, which is x, y. Then this evolved into polar, right? Which is r, comma, theta. Now we're moving to the next higher one, which is cylindrical. Cylindrical. So realize that as you're moving into the cylindrical dimension, you are getting a 3D shape, okay? A 3D shape. So here, let's anticipate the parameters, okay? So now, we've moved from Cartesian to polar to cylindrical. So by the end of this video, you should be able to convert our variables or our coordinates from cylindrical to Cartesian, then from Cartesian to polar, then polar to any other. Okay, so now let's get into what we have for cylindrical. So when you say cylindrical coordinates, what do we mean? So as I said, we are dealing with three-dimensional when you talk about a cylinder. I'll draw my x, y, z plane. Okay, so this is a y, this is my z, this is my x. Okay, yeah. At this point, a cylindrical coordinate should have three inputs. It should have three inputs. Now, generally, the parameters of cylindrical coordinates is, or are, we have r, which represent the r in polar. We have theta, which represent the theta in polar as well. Then a third component called z. So the difference between polar and cylindrical is the presence of this z. Okay. So now, let's see. So as I illustrated, let me put my y down here. So let's z go up to make things look clearer. So now let me put my y somewhere here. Then let me make this x, then this z. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to have my xy plane falling down here. Okay. So at the down here, I have my xy plane. What happens when I introduce a point? You realize that the points in this plane here, in the xy plane, which should have been xy, okay? You know that in the xy plane, we have two components, the x component and the y component, right? Yes. So in cylindrical coordinates, which is an upgrade on polar, because they have almost the same parameters, the r and the theta, we can refer to the polar as we've done previously. We simply join the origin to the point here. So the line joining the origin and the point in space is what we call, or what's going to give us our polar coordinates. Okay, so here the distance from here to here is giving us r. Take note. Then the angle this is making with the x-axis, the positive x-axis, is giving us theta. So these are sources of our r and theta. The angle here, theta, then the distance from this side to this side is what? R. Okay, now where from the third coordinate z, where do I get z? Now, because we are in the three-dimensional space, there is a third component which is parallel to the z-axis. So the z component will be lifted up. So I can make my diagram very clear here if I make it this way and probably this way, so that I can have my r, then my z will move up. Okay, so I'll have something like this. So this is z part moving up, but this is my actual z axis. Then this is my, let's say, x axis, then this is the y axis. So this is r, this is, so this is rather theta. Okay, so once you have this, the third component z here is going to make our polar now become a cylinder. Okay, so we don't only have the length or the direction, but we also have a third component which is the z-axis. So in terms of revolution, when this one revolves around the z-axis, obviously you are going to get a cylinder, right? yes, you are going to get a cylinder. So this is what you call cylindrical coordinates. So apparently cylindrical coordinate is almost the same as the polar coordinate, since the introduction of z here doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. So now what are the definition for the various components? When I give you a Cartesian coordinate, that is x, y, z. So for cylindrical, you need three, x, y, z, okay? If I want to convert this to cylindrical, the only things I have to do is my x will be equal to r cos theta. My y is going to be r sin theta. Then my z is equal to c. Yeah, that is all. So the cylindrical is almost the same as the polar, because in polar, x is also r cos theta and y is r sin theta. But the presence of z equals z, or the z part, makes it cylindrical. So at this point, I think we have understood what I have explained. And now let's see for the theta. As usual, theta is equal to tan inverse of what? Your y on x. And you are good to go. Okay, you are good to go. If you want to find your r is always the square root of your x squared plus what? Y squared. These are some basic things you should have as you move along. As you move along. So let's see. Convert the point 3 comma 0. You let me make it this way. Convert the point 3 comma 1 comma, let's say 4 to cylindrical. So to convert this to cylindrical, what do we need? You just write cylindrical. I need my r, I need my theta, then I need my z. Where is my r? My r is simply equal to my what? This side. So now, how do I find r? R is simply the square root of x squared plus y squared, right? My theta is simply equal to tan inverse of what? Y on x. Then my z is equal to z. After writing these three things down, I tell you, you can find, or you can convert any Cartesian to cylindrical. So at this point, my 314, this represents x, y, and z, right? So my r is simply equal to square root of x squared, which is 3 squared, plus my y, 1 squared. And this is giving me square root of what? 10. 9 plus 1, 10. My theta is equal to tan inverse of 1 out of 3, right? Then z is equal to z, which is 4. It doesn't change. So tan inverse of 1 out of 3. So tan inverse of 1 out of 3. 18.43. So this is giving me 18.43 degrees. We have to divide it by 180. And that is 0.102 pi. So 0.10, then make it pi. Yeah. So at this point, my cylindrical coordinate is giving us my r root 10, comma my theta 0.10 pi, comma my z 4. And that is all. Thank you for being with me in this video. Please like and share. See you in my subsequent videos.